I'll go and open the chest.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all right.
What do you think of fun to write? Only care I have is
Welcome.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. But the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, the citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to— What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this? I thank you, your Majesty. There are 3 locales. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of— Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont. There is much we ought to tend to. If you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds, I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as— Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time. There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the— Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our right. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor— What say you? Might you be willing— I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way—
Life's best taken. A leisurely pace.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Might as well take a look. Look while you're here, eh?
Welcome.
What should I get up to today?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Still waiting on that report.
If that is your destination,
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me!
All my days were so tranquil. When did I always feel so fine? Mayhap I really would have been better off without you.
I lament this calling I've chosen at times.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious.
Are the new recruits battle ready?
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word! You mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent King Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
May this day bring delights to new and old.
Nary a dent or scratch on my arms and on my...
Bunch of sluggards.
Time to be heading. Everyone's as tired as I am. Seems like. Suppose I can always run.
It's been a hard day.
I have a feeling there's good coin to be made here.
Peruse the ranks, that fellow. I've clean forgotten.
Some nights I best earn my keep. My bed calls and I shan't resist.
I've the spirit of a woman half my age.
Look as long as you please. Bleeding amateurs. No respect for this.
Make for pleasant thoughts.
Surrounded by winches on all sides.
Idleness is a luxury. All time this place. Life's best taken at a leisurely pace. I'm not the only one who's losing rest.
Welcome.
Take it easy today.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able... You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting? That's odd. Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with its Phaser's fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want... to survive. Hope to see you again.
I'll have an early supper. Now, who to talk with first?
Look as long as you please.
People pass by here.
Where was I headed?
Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite... a tale to tell. You know where to find. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Welcome. Now... Seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Now, how best to proceed?
Our soldiers need better training.
We shall remain here.
Quiet as a milk. Nice scuffle.
It is our duty to see this peace protected.
So, you've come. Captain...
Or to polish up.
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier. It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
What's your problem?
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh, the ruler, you say. I must applaud the audacity, though the possibility certainly stands that the man currently residing in the palace is but a pretender. Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon. By that mark, this reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demand. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, tell me. I suspected as much. Then we are done here.
Like it or not, I must do what you told.
This is no life. Can't get by on muscle alone. Best not be bothering me for no reason.
There's ought to be said for peace as quiet.
Always another errand to see. Now, who'd talk with first? Try all I might. I can't get this.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
May this day bring delights new and old.
I could see myself having a kid. Back to it.
Somehow my feet always carry me here.
Tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
Must remember to dust the shelves.
My eyes aren't what they used to.
Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you... want to survive. Hope to see you again.
Gather round.
What did you think of that story? It was well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the town. I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, and by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming?
Gather round. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master store. Aye, got some coin. It's much appreciated. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller. What would you of me? I'll have no... Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as answer my riddle, did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. For in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
All the best tales come from travellers of here.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out. So where's he get his coin then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by... master story.